Natalia Bonner. Welcome back. I'm so excited to have you here today and share this really cool quilt. Mostly I'm super excited about this quilt because it's actually my own. Not very often do I get to just quilt on my own quilts for fun and just enjoy the process. So that's really what I did on this quilt. The pattern name for this fun quilt is Optimist, and it's actually designed by April Rosenthal of Prairie Grass Patterns. So I love making this quilt. It's such a cool quilt, but then the negative space just makes me happy because that's where I get to play. So today in this fun video, I'm going to be sharing just a little bit. This is just kind of a sneak peek. If you do want to see how I machine quilt this whole entire quilt from start to finish, go a little bit more in depth in my process with me, make sure you do hop over to our website, peaceandquilt.com. Over there you can join the Peace and Quilt Academy. It's a great place where I share tons of videos that I show you my process of machine quilting quilts start to finish and hopefully inspire each of you on your own machine quilting journey. But today we will be quilting one of the star blocks, and we're going to be using some of my brand new Peace and Quilt ruler grip tape. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. Braden has been here the last few weeks sharing his fun little jokes, and he wanted to join again today. He didn't want to be in the intro. He just wanted to hop in at the end and tell you guys some jokes. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. He's got a fun little joke for you. But for now, let's hop over to my machine and let's get stitching. All right, let's get stitching. I'm going to actually start out here using my regular 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler, but you'll see that I will quickly switch to the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. I'm going to use that with the Peace and Quilt ruler grip tape on the back of the ruler, just to help keep my ruler nice and straight as I stitch in the ditch all the way around the outside of this star. So today we're just going to be focusing on that star right there in the center of my block. I love the look of stitch in the ditch, so it's something you can pretty much plan on that you'll see me do on most of my quilts. Anytime you're doing stitch in the ditch work with machine quilting rulers, make sure that you're holding your ruler about 1/4 of an inch away from where you want your thread to go. As I'm quilting, occasionally I will slightly adjust my ruler just to make sure that my stitching can stay as close to in my ditch as it can. Obviously, I'm not a perfect piecer, so sometimes I do have to adjust my ruler. Now in the triangles on each portion of my star, I'm going to quilt a fun point-to-point arrow. I'm not doing any marking, I'm just kind of visualizing stitching right until about the middle of that triangle and then adjusting my ruler and stitching to the opposite point. Anytime I'm working with a machine quilting ruler and I quilt straight lines that have any type of a corner, I want to make sure that I do stop, make my machine actually take a stitch in that corner before I adjust and turn directions. I'm stitching in the stitch regulated mode here with my stitch length set at 12 stitches per inch. Often I'll also have my machine set so that my needle ends in the down position, especially when doing ruler work. That way if I need to stop and adjust anything or walk away from my machine, my needle will stay right where I left it. You'll see here that I will also travel over my ditch again as I'm working my way around this block. Because I am using the So Fine thread, I'm okay stitching over my stitch lines a couple of times just to give myself that really nice crisp look. All right, now let's work on that center block. I have switched to the regular 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler again for a second. I did that just because it's a longer ruler, and sometimes a little bit longer ruler is nice for those longer straight lines. So now you can see that I'm stitching an X right through the center of that block. We're going to stitch a fun melon shape in the center. So our X is the foundation for that. Once I have that all stitched out, now I'm going to use that medium size curve on the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. I'll line it up so it's 1/4 of an inch away from where I want my threads to intersect. And now you can see how I'll work my way point to point, moving around that X. Now another fun way you could quilt out this same design is by marking out that X through the center using the blue Mark Be Gone and then stitching the melon point to point without those straight lines through the center of the melon. Just another fun way to dress up your quilt blocks. You'll see here, I'm not going to show it in this video, but that background filler I have around my star, I do have those pebbles. I love the way that the pebbles can really dress up this design. I hope you all found a bit of inspiration from this fun quilt. Make sure you do pick up our brand new Piece and Quilt ruler grip tape over on our website, pieceandquilt.com, and hop over to our website as well to watch the full video in the Piece and Quilt Academy, where I will walk you through my process of machine quilting this beautiful Optimist quilt. Have a great day, everybody.
What does a cow say that has no lips? Ooh.